Hey guys, this is the Blind Ninja. And for my first video, I just kind of wanted to introduce myself, say what I'm trying to do, like what my goals are, just to kind of get you an idea on what this channel is basically going to be. So, first off, why Blind Ninja? Well, first, I was born legally blind. I am not 100% blind, but I can't drive, I can't see menus that are on the board, when you go out to eat, things like that. I can pretty much get around though. But, lots of things I can't see. Can't see street signs and that kind of thing. And then ninja is because I'm also really short. And so when I'm at work, people can't see me above the cubicles. And so when I go to visit people at work, they freak out and they jump because they didn't know I was there. And so, they're like, oh, you're like a ninja. Like, I didn't mean to be, but okay. So I've just kind of accepted that. So, blind ninja. And what my goal is because I was born legally blind, I've gone through, like blind camps and different government organizations that dealt with blind people in, either just socializing or doing college pre-programs, things like that. So I've met a lot of blind people and have communicated with them, and some of my friends are blind, things like that. And one thing I've always loved is video games. Played Nintendo, things like that. I've played pretty much almost every mainline console that's pretty much ever come out. Except for Atari, I did play that. But, I've played lots and lots of video games. And when you speak to blind people, things like that, they'll either be like, oh, well, I can't play games because, they don't speak enough, like they don't read menus, things like that. Or they just kind of even gave up on it, or they only play games like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or Smash Brothers, because those are kind of accidentally blind accessible. If someone slapped on a text to speech on, say, Mortal Kombat, it'd be 100% blind accessible. But they don't do that. Or, yeah, those are basically like your two choices. Either you play Mortal Kombat or you just don't play games. Or you're the very rare person who can play Pokemon even though you don't know what the Pokemon are, things like that for the most part, or what the moves are, those kinds of things. But a text to speech would help a lot of that. And so, because I've always loved games, I've always wanted to make games. That's the only thing I've ever really wanted to do. And I've tried, on and off since around 2010. I've been, I'd get into it and then I would hit a roadblock in my learning and then I'd get frustrated and stop. You know, Stop for, 5 years or so, try it again, refresh what I'd learned the previous 5 years, hit either the same roadblock or a different roadblock, and then stop. That's pretty much the cycle. And then, so this time, decided to try again, and I've actually, done a lot better. I'm like, huh, okay, let's see how it goes. And so I've done several things I'd never done before. And so I'm very excited about, really getting back into it. I'm really pushing myself to get past those roadblocks so that I can, continue learning and make better and better games. So what I'll be doing on this channel is right now I have an account with the website called itch.io. And if you don't know what that is, it's a website kind of like Steam where you've got a bunch of games and you can download these games. But with itch.io, you can either select to let people download the game for free, but you can donate to the developer, or you can, have a flat out fee for the game like you would on, Steam or any other platform, or you can just download it for free, no chance of donations, just have it, enjoy it. So right now I've got 4 different projects on itch.io, blind accessible, that I let just anyone download, anyone can play it. Most of my games require a controller for the vibration aspect of it, because what I decided was because there's enough sound on the screen as it is just to play a normal game, having the little like collision sound when you run into a wall makes a little bump sound, like in Pokemon or something. That's a lot of sounds if you're doing, say, like a space shooter game. There's 5 sounds going on in a space shooter game by default. Good luck hearing a 6th sound when you hit a border. And so what I decided is if I can use a controller to make a vibration on the controller when you hit the border, then that's a lot better than just having yet another sound and it then just sounds like sound vomit, you know. So for games like the space shooter game, that requires a controller, and but it seems that not a lot of people have controllers, and so I'm having trouble getting people to play that. But yeah, so that's one of my projects is or basically all my projects are on itch.io. You can download them for free, you can play them for free, and then you can always either make a comment on my channel or whatever, if you had any problems with it. But yeah, I'll be posting videos about each project I've done and maybe some like devlog videos on projects that I've worked on, what ideas I have to, of games I want to make, things like that. So, yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. Like I said, just introducing myself, trying to show people that games can be blind accessible with not really that much effort. Like, I'm new to programming, I suck at programming, and yet I figured out a text to speech program in my games. So if I can do it and I'm new, then all these people that, make all these high level type games, to me, there's no excuse. Like, what's the excuse for every visual novel not being blind accessible when the entire game is text anyway? So I want to show developers that it's not difficult to make games blind accessible. And in some cases, that there really is no excuse for it to not be blind accessible. So hopefully that makes sense. And hopefully I'll see you and introduce some projects that you can play. And hopefully you have fun. All right. Talk to you later.